everyone, and welcome to Shell Point Today for Tuesday, August 11th. I'm Adam Brown. On today's show, Anna Smith of FineMark Bank will talk to us about online banking accounts. And Robyn Church of the Salon and Spa will give us some makeup tips using the latest products. But first, don't forget about the concert at the Village Church on Thursday with the Southwest Florida Chamber Symphony. You'll enjoy music from two great composers, The Four Seasons by Vivaldi, one of my favorites, and The Four Seasons of Buenos Aires by Piazzolla. The concert starts at 7:30 p.m. and tickets are available at either service desk for $25, or you can get them by calling 454-2067. Another important note to remember is that the Shell Point TV department, that's us, will be undergoing some important technical service updates beginning next week. During this time, all three Shell Point channels, 11, 12, and 13, will be off the air. Now this means we will not be providing programming on any of these channels from August 17th through the 23rd. Unfortunately, this is absolutely necessary in order for us to install all of the required equipment and updates. We want to assure you that our goal is to be back on the air as quickly as possible, which is scheduled for Monday morning, August 24th. We also want to thank those of you who took the time to fill out the SPTV survey last month. All the data is currently being compiled and analyzed. Please know that our goal is to bring you the best programming and information for you to enjoy and remain informed about what's happening here at Shell Point. In this digital age in which we live, most of us are plugged into online technology, whether it's by the use of email, surfing the web, Facebook, or even the access of personal financial information via online banking. Anna Smith of FineMark Bank wants you to be safe and protected. This means having the proper passwords and securities in place, but also making plans should you want to dissolve or have your digital assets transferred to someone else. Here's Anna Smith with more.
Hello, I'm Anna Smith, Managing Executive at FineMark National Bank and Trust on the island. In today's FineMark Minute, we are discussing what happens to your online accounts in the event you pass away. In today's digital age, most of us live at least a part of our lives online, whether it's through email, Facebook, or you have a number of online password-protected accounts. You will want to make plans for the disposition of all of your digital assets in the event of your death or incapacity. For the most part, websites, blogs, and registered domain names are transferable under standard property and copyright laws. However, certain online accounts like email and social media accounts may not be transferable depending upon the site's terms of service. These terms vary widely from site to site. Some sites will allow a person with the appropriate legal authority to access your accounts upon your death. Others will put your accounts into a memorial state or permanently delete your account upon proper notification of your death. The most important step that you can take to protect your digital assets is to include them in your estate plan. Your first step should be to identify and inventory all of your digital assets. Make a list of where your assets are located and how they are accessed. Next, indicate what you wish to happen to your digital assets and who will be responsible for carrying out those wishes. If you are having privacy concerns surrounding your digital assets, a number of online websites securely store all of your digital asset information and allow you to leave legacy instructions for a designated beneficiary or executor. But before making any decisions, it's a good idea to speak with your estate planner. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by FineMark Bank on the island or call us at 461-5999. I'm Anna Smith with today's FineMark Minute.
Salon manager Robyn Church has some great beauty products available at the Island Salon. While some say beauty is only skin deep, Robyn wants to make sure that beauty really shines through. And so she's standing by with makeup tips and products to put on your skin to look its best.
Hi, my name is Robyn and I'm the salon manager here at Shell Point. And I invite you to take a look at the August Shell Point Life page that the salon has some information about makeup and how to apply as we become over 65. One of the things that's really great to do is to use a primer. This is our Mirabella primer, and what the primer will do is it will reduce the size of the pores, and it will also smooth out your skin, and it will leave a nice smooth finish for applying your foundation. As we get older, less is more. So it's good to have the primer, and then a little bit of foundation goes a long way. In most cases, foundation is better to use than concealer because concealer tends to be thicker and it can settle into those fine lines and so forth. This is a great foundation because it has a sunscreen built into it, and it is full coverage. So it does double really nicely as a concealer. The next thing you want to do is your mascara. Mascara is fine for just the upper lids because our lower lids tend to get a lot thinner as we get older. So there may not be much to really apply the mascara to, but we always have those upper eyelashes, and it really opens up your eye. Another thing is our eyebrows. Eyebrows are the framework for your eye, so it's important to have them accentuated or fill in any of the holes. You can use either a light colored pencil, or I really like a brow powder because it tends to be a lot softer and go on a lot more natural. Another great thing that I really like using is our new gray-free temporary hair coloring. You can use that to touch up gray roots, or you can use that to color gray eyebrows, or you can use that also to fill in the holes of your eyebrows. So it has a lot of different functions. Another thing to remember is some cheek color, because that really gives us that healthy glow. So we have some great cheek colors. These look a little vibrant, but they go on super soft and smooth. But it's good to have just like a natural flushed color, and you want to keep that high on your cheekbone because that will just lift everything, which is our goal, as you know. Lips are the last. You don't want to forget the lips because they just kind of finish the look. Even if you have just a soft color. And it's good to have it a little dewy looking. You don't want that dry lipstick look. So you can add a little lip gloss, or our 10-hour lipsticks are a little more moisturizing, so they're not a real dull finish. But the lip gloss, in a lot of cases, it's got some color, and that can be the best option. If you would like to hear more about makeup and how to apply makeup and some tips and tricks, join us for our Health Connection class this month. Also, all month long in August, our Mirabella Cosmetics are 10% off. I would be happy to meet with anyone interested and do a personal consultation. Just call the Island Salon and we can schedule that appointment. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Now it's time to cover all today's happenings, menus, and Village Church connections.
Welcome to the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Caitlin Van Scoy, and I'm going to tell you everything that's happening Tuesday. We start bright and early at 7:15 with Bend, Breathe, and Balance. That'll be in the Health Club. We also have 7:30 round robin doubles tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. Pickleball will be played at 8 o'clock at the pickleball courts. And at 8:15, the Stamp Ministry will be down in the Stamp Room. The Ladies Golf Association will be meeting at the Shell Point Golf Club at 8:30. And at 9 o'clock, we have match play mixed doubles tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. Our Suzuki boat heads out for a nature and sightseeing tour at 9 o'clock. And at 9:15, we have open painting in the art studio. Shuffleboard will be played at 9:15 at the shuffleboard courts. And match play mixed doubles tennis will be at 9:30 at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. 10:15 is Through the Bible Study Group in the Osprey Room. And at 11:45, we have a Life Quest Living Healthy in the Osprey Room. We start the afternoon off at 12:30 with mixed progressive bridge in the game room at the Woodlands. And at 1 o'clock, we have a Health Connections class, fitness room orientation. That's down in the health club. And then at 1:15, the knitters group will be in the Osprey room. At 1:15, the rollicking recorderist will be in the tarpon room. And also at 1:15, the women's ministries prayer group will be at the Village Church hospitality room. At 1:30, we have a Health Connections class, Aqua Pilates Stretch. That'll be at the Life Quest Aquatic Center. And at 1:30, the Stamp Ministry will be in the Sable Room at the Woodlands. 2:15, we have a special social event, Do You Know Your Neighbor Netherlands? That'll be in the Social Center. And at 2:45, we have a Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Level 2. That'll be in the Health Club. And that's it for our Tuesday activities. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Menus for Tuesday. The Crystal Room is closed today through August 15th. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a ham and turkey sub with Swiss and fresh fruit for $7.75. The dinner special is a hot dog or a burger with a side salad, watermelon, and ice cream for $8.75. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are pork tenderloin for $15.95 or shrimp romesco for $15.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm Andy Hawkins, the senior pastor of the Village Church, and I'm here with Janice Quinlan. And Janice has been our international worker in residence for this past year. And we've been delighted to have Janice work with us because, as we've mentioned from time to time, not only in church but also even in Village Church Connections, there are, for an international worker in residence, every about 4 years or so, folks come home to the States and then spend a year, and it's what we call home assignment. It really isn't a vacation, is it?
No.
So there are different things that you're required to engage in as an international worker in the United States, including what kinds of things, for instance?
Well, there's always some responsibility of speaking in churches, especially ones that might have had a connection with the field you're serving on.
I see.
So they'll assign you to certain speaking tours and then to connect with people in the local church setting.
Yeah, of course, this is your local church setting, and so
Yes.
you've landed here and have been a resident right here in Shell Point, right?
Yes, right. I live in Macoma.
That's great. Well, you know, we have had an opportunity to enjoy your participation in our church staff and in the various aspects of the life and ministry of the Village Church, and I'm sure that a time like this has also had an effect on you.
Yes.
And that there are certain things that perhaps you've gained or profited or simply learned during this past year that would be really encouraging, I think, to share with our audience today. And so let's begin by maybe you can share some of the things that have been important to you, having been a resident here at Shell Point and an international worker in residence for the Village Church.
I've really enjoyed being here at Shell Point and working with the Village Church, and thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
I've learned so many things and developed in so many ways throughout the course of the year. For me, it was a special joy to be able, first and foremost, to spend the year with Dean and Joan King.
Oh, I'll bet.
They are my greatest treasure.
Absolutely. Special people.
They are, and I love them dearly. So just to have time to enjoy them throughout the year has been a gift I will always treasure.
That's right. And you knew Joan and Dean and Joan before you came here.
Yes.
They've been very special to you before, but to actually live in the same community with them has been
Yes.
a treat for you.
Yes, I've known them for about 35 years.
Wow.
And we were together at Nyack many years ago.
I see.
And so to have this year together has just been a real treat. But I also made a lot of new friends and reacquainted myself with some people that I'd met over the years. And that has been really fun. I found this a very warm and embracing community. And I don't think of all the places that I've lived on this earth I've ever felt more loved as I have this year at Shell Point.
Yeah, this is a very encouraging place,
It
isn't
is
it? Yeah.
very, very encouraging. And I know that I will return to Thailand feeling more secure than I was when I came here. So I'm very grateful for that. They've been very good to me.
Well, that certainly has been our objective, to make sure that when you go back, then that you go back really refreshed and ready to engage in the things that God has called you to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and one other thing, I do feel like I have had a chance to renew myself, although there's been a considerable amount of activity. There's been a lot of fun things. And my involvement in the village church has been enjoyable for me, getting to know people, enjoying this beautiful campus. I didn't realize how tight that invisible coil in my chest was until I had a chance to step away and have some time to just slow down and enjoy people and not have such pressure in my life. So I feel like that I have renewed myself spiritually and physically during this year, and I go back to Thailand feeling like that has been a very successful home assignment.
That's great. Yeah, I can really relate to that because obviously when we're in the midst of the activity, we don't realize how stress can build up and what it even looks like until you actually get a chance to catch your breath in that way. And so we're delighted. We hope that it's been a refreshing time for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
good. Well, thank you for sharing this, and we're going to come back to this issue and the next time we are together in this program, because I'm sure you have more to share. There's a lot that takes place in a year, and we're going to look forward to even more conversations about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And so thank you for joining us here at Village Church Connections, and we'll hope you'll continue to tune in and catch the next time that we spend with Janice talking about her year here at Shell Point.
Thanks for joining us for today's program. On tomorrow's show, resident Carla Benninga will tell us all about the Southwest Florida Chamber Symphony concert coming up. And we'll get you prepared for stormy weather by showing what items would be useful in your hurricane kit. Until then, I'm Adam Brown, and this is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, August 11th. On behalf of all of us here at SPTV, we hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.